So much happened in Spain. It's just weird, you guys. I need to be very careful with what I say here. In the past, I've lived a very strict and regimented life. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about, but you know, I had fun. This is a really good question, actually. I'm sorry this conversation got really deep really quickly. You guys did leave lots of comments and questions down below. I don't even know what to say. I'm just gonna say very briefly, okay? Don't know what was going through my head. Did I know what was happening? No. But you know, I am experiencing very new things, feelings, emotions. Say hi to the camera. They've missed you. Look, they've missed you, man. Say hi. Say hi. Why does she look so scared? I think Milka's joining me for this video. It's fine. We have a companion. Come and sit down. Milka, sit down. Sit down, kitty. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I am clearly back at home. I am in my room. I'm at my desk. It is kind of strange because it's officially jumper season. It's like autumn in the UK. When did I get home from Spain is the question. Time just like flies and I have no concept of time right now. It's been like just over 2 weeks since I got home from Spain. Things have been strange, I'm not gonna lie. It's weird to come home after you've been traveling, but also when you've been traveling with people and then you go from being with people every day to then being at home. I'm obviously with my family and stuff, but it's just weird, you guys. There will be home content coming and stuff like that, but today's video is all about Spain. As usual with these videos, I honestly have so much to talk to you guys about because I like to reflect on each travel adventure, sharing a bit more detail, some behind the scenes, a few story times, spilling just a little bit of tea maybe. But yeah, you guys sent in some questions on Instagram as well, which I will answer throughout this video. So that is what we're doing today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as usual. Definitely like it if you do. And as we are now back at home, feel free to like, comment down below what type of content you like seeing from me when I'm in England and in the UK, whether it's like the Holly Tries series or like weekly vlogs, routine videos. Let me know down below. Obviously traveling is like a big part of my life now, but I'm not always going to be traveling. So yeah, just let me know what you kind of want to see. And yeah, again, like shout out to any of you guys who followed along the summer travel adventures like Germany and then Amsterdam and Brussels and then Spain. This little bracelet that you guys can see, if you saw the finale, you'll notice my little friendship bracelet. This has not left my wrist. But anyway, yeah, the first thing to talk about then was this idea of growth kind of generally, because I just feel like every time I go away traveling, I learn something new about myself or I grow in a new way. So like Australia for me was all about overcoming homesickness. In Germany, for example, I talked about loneliness. And for Spain, oh my god, like so much happened in Spain. I could not process it myself whilst I was out there, and as I said, I've been home for like over 2 weeks and I'm still processing things now. Like when I say a lot happened, so much happened, okay? And I need a tissue. I need to blow my nose, sorry. Usually when I'm like traveling, I like to reflect as I'm going along. So in my travel vlogs, I'll talk to you guys about, you know, how I'm feeling, my emotions, because as you guys know, I literally share everything. I'm naturally an oversharer. And so in Spain, because I just felt like I was going through so much and I was in a very different situation, like traveling with friends, I just couldn't process it there and then, and so I didn't reflect on how I was feeling as much, if at all, when I was out there. So that's why you didn't really see any of those deep chats in the travel videos. And I know that a lot of you guys come to my channel because you find comfort in being able to relate to whatever I'm going through or what I'm talking about. And just because I didn't talk a lot about that when I was in Spain, it doesn't mean that I'm not reflecting on anything anymore. It was just because I had to do it all internally and I couldn't even keep up with it myself. And I also feel like I was hesitant also to, you know, say in the moment how I was feeling sometimes, just because in the past I've sometimes acted on impulse or I've posted videos without really fully processing it or understanding it in myself. In terms of then like growth more generally, like what did I learn? I think you guys asked me questions about this. Top 3 lessons from this summer is the first question of the video. I don't think I can answer that question without thinking like for at least a day. I'm gonna do these questions in a different order, okay? I need time to just think about that. Okay, so what was your biggest takeaway from your trip / what surprised you the most? And that kind of links to the other question that I got, was one thing that you have discovered about yourself that you are very glad you did. I feel like there are two things that come to mind, and maybe these are two of my 3 top lessons. I don't know. The first one is that I realized I could travel and love traveling with friends. Like, I always thought that I'd just be a solo traveler at heart and I'd never really be able to travel with others, but I honestly proved myself wrong, and it just adds a very different dynamic sort of thing, and I think you guys pick up on that through the screen as well. Like, it's not just me, you're there with others. And the second thing, so I'm gonna say that this is my second lesson. I don't really know if this is in order, and these questions have all kind of merged into one by this point, but anyway, the second thing that I've learned is that I need to talk very generally about this, but I feel like I've realize that I can feel a certain way emotionally with other people, is all I'm gonna say at this point. Having gone from someone who can be quite cold, I'm not like a cold-hearted person, I'm not saying that entirely, but like, I've been for a very long time someone who hasn't really opened up or connected with people on a certain level or in a certain way. But again, I kind of realized that I can do that and I can feel certain emotions. I need to be very careful with what I say here, and we are going to talk a bit more about this later in the video, but yeah, I'm going to save that for now. And then the third lesson, I think this is going to be that choosing to, you know, put my work away and spend time with others and relax and chill for a bit is so worthwhile and so important. In the past, I've lived a very strict and regimented life. I have been slowly and gradually coming to realize this, but you know, more than ever, as I said in Spain, like, I've realized that taking a step back and taking breaks and time off and having downtime is just so necessary. The next 2 things on my list then to talk about were partying and alcohol. I feel like I'm gonna save alcohol for a whole separate video, just because I have so much to talk about on that front with regards to like my personal experiences, and then I also kind of want to bring in a bit of biology maybe as well, which will be fun. But yeah, I tried bits of alcohol, and I just want to emphasize that I'm never going to be someone who drinks loads, and to this day I've never been hungover. I've only ever really been tipsy, and the most alcohol I've had was in Seville, on like our first date in Seville. If you watched the last episode, the final episode of the Spain travel vlogs, yeah, I don't know what I was talking about, and when I was editing that video I was like, wow, Holly, like, you were tipsy. But I felt super happy, you know, and I do know that I'm a lightweight, so I feel like I'm gonna save that, just like, you know, put a, what do they say, put a bookmark in that. We'll bookmark that and come back to it in a different video, like the whole alcohol chat. I'm open to new experiences, okay? That's what I'm gonna say for now. But in terms of partying, when I was at uni at Cambridge, like, I went out like 3 or 4 times in my 3 years whilst I was there, and I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. Like, I loved it when I would go out partying with my friends, but I just never really did it that much. And so in Spain, yes, I did go out quite a bit, and I had like the best time, okay? Some of our nights out were some of the best times I've ever had. When you find a good club or a pub like the Irish bar in Barcelona, oh my gosh, if you are in Barcelona, please go to the Irish pub. It was so good, like, free entry, the best music and the best vibe. Ellie will back me on that. If everyone is dancing and having a fun time, and whether you're drinking or not, and most of the time I was just like trying bits of alcohol, because you don't have to have alcohol to have fun, like, you will have the best time. I did document bits of our nights out in the videos, but I don't want you guys to think that that's gonna be me and that's gonna be the only content that features on my channel going forwards. I just thought I would vlog bits of that because it's kind of, hello? I thought I was in airplane mode. Okay, Oktoberfest is pinging up on my screen. It always interrupts my train of thought, it's so rude. Yeah, as I was saying, so I can go out and I can have the best time, and I just kind of wanted to vlog bits of that in my videos because it was quite new to me, and it was, you know, something that I was exploring. And you also don't have to be someone who likes going out and clubbing, but you know, I had fun. We're moving on to friendships now, you guys. Friendships, because yes, this was Holly does not go solo, and for this part I'm literally just going to answer your questions because I feel like you guys sending quite a lot of questions about like friendships and all of us traveling together. So the first one is, how did you guys actually first meet? What's the story there? Because y'all get along great. Yes, we do. I would suggest, and I will leave it linked down below, the video where myself, Charlie and Daniel answered questions when we were in Brussels. It's part of a vlog, so I'll leave it down below. But we answer questions there about like how we met, but in a nutshell, and if you followed along since like Germany, you'll know exactly what happened. But basically, I was in Munich and I was sharing the same room, the hostel dorm, as Charlie and Daniel, so I met them in Munich. I stayed out and went to Hamburg with them in Germany, and then Brussels and Amsterdam. Well, Amsterdam and Brussels the other way around, but I traveled with them, and that was like Collego's trio. And then I came home because I had to have laser eye surgery, and then I went back out to meet them back in Spain. So yeah, that's how we met. And obviously Ellie, you saw in my videos, Ellie is a friend of Charlie and Daniel's from their hometown. So Ellie came out with me, actually. We flew together, and that was the first time we met. Like, we met in Stansted Airport, and I kind of knew from the get-go that we were gonna get along, and we got on so well. And then Jess had met Charlie and Daniel because they've been traveling around Europe as a couple. I'm not gonna say a couple, they're not a couple, they're just a pair, okay? They're like friends from home, and they've been traveling around Europe, and they met Jess when they were in Rome. But then Jess went home, kind of like myself, and she came back out to meet us in Spain. So I met Jess for the first time when we were in Barcelona. But basically, as a group, we were brought together for the first time in Spain, in Barcelona. And since then, we got on so well, like, we just gelled. The next question is, will you be staying friends / meeting up with any of the people you met along the way? So yes, we will all be keeping in contact and meeting up in the UK, in England. We don't live like super close to each other sort of thing, but yes, we are definitely meeting up and stuff like that. And then in terms of me meeting other people that I've met along the way, and you maybe have seen in the videos, some people I am still in contact with and like I message. Others you just kind of meet when you're traveling, and that's kind of it. Traveling is such a big group. How do you decide what to do every day? Yeah, this can be sometimes quite difficult, but you just kind of sometimes do stuff in smaller groups, or you split up and then you meet back up at certain points in the day if you don't all want to do the same thing, or if you all get up at different times and you want to eat different things. You just make it work. And the next question is like, did you have times when you didn't get along, and how did you get over them? We never argued once, and I think there's kind of like a common understanding that, you know, if you are traveling with these people every single day and for an extended period, then you know that if you get into an argument with someone and you fall out, it's just going to make it awkward. But we didn't ever argue, as I said, and we just got on literally so well. And I mean, even if there were slight things that we didn't agree on, or you know, something stupid, it would literally be something that we'd like laugh about in the next 10 minutes. The final question here is, can you compare how you felt interacting with your peers in high school to Spain? This is a really good question actually, and yeah, in terms of me and friendships, because I have also spoken a lot about this on my channel, sorry, just have to put the hair back for a bit. I've always been someone to have like a handful of very close friends, and I've never been one to find myself in like big friendship groups, as it were. I feel like I have struggled sometimes to find close friends. But if we go back to school, so I was part of like this friendship group for part of my time at school, like my earlier years, and then in sixth form, when my mental health like hit rock bottom, I pulled myself away from literally everyone. But in terms of how I interacted when I did like actually have friends, I just feel like because I didn't really know myself at school, it's hard to put into words, but I didn't really know how to act with others, just because I didn't really know who I was myself. And so I was constantly trying to fit a certain mold, or do things or say things to not please others, but to just like fit in. Whereas traveling with like Charlie, Daniel, Jess and Ellie in Spain, I could 100% be myself, because I now know who I am and I'm not afraid to just simply be me. Like, I was fully myself. I have this very crazy side. I am strange. I know no one is normal, but like, I have a weird side, okay? And like, I wasn't afraid of showing that. And so I just felt like I was actually valued as a friend. Why am I getting kind of emotional talking about this? I don't know, it makes me so happy. Like, I'm genuinely so happy when I say this, but like, I felt for the first time that I could be in a group and I didn't feel like I was hiding a part of me, because I don't find it hard to be myself with like others individually, but I do struggle in groups, and I have talked about this. That's when like my social anxiety comes out, but I literally didn't feel that in Spain. I'm sorry this conversation got really deep really quickly, but yeah, I think that answered the question. So that's friendships, and now we're gonna move on to something that I'm gonna find very difficult to talk about. Milka is currently cleaning her bum, just for some extra info. In some ways I feel kind of bad because I'm not going to share that much, but at the same time I know I shouldn't feel bad. But yeah, if you guys followed our adventures in Spain, then yeah, you will have seen certain things. You guys did leave lots of comments and questions down below, and the majority of questions I have been getting at the moment are to do with a certain thing. I know you guys know what I'm on about, and I don't even have to say it. I've spoken to a lot of friends and my sister about this, and I've also decided myself that, at least for now, whilst I like work things through myself, I'm going to take this and keep it very personal for now, just because I am not the only person involved in this situation, first of all, and because this is all very new for me, I want to keep it offline. As I said, I feel kind of bad because I know that a lot of you guys follow my life and you love me sharing and oversharing and talking about like taboo things or things that are TMI, and I talk about stuff that you guys can relate to. You know, I'm someone who is 24 years old and I've never been in a relationship in my life. I'm still not in a relationship, okay, I'm just gonna say that as well. But you know, I am experiencing very new things, feelings, emotions, connections, we could say. It's so hard to talk about because like I literally want to tell you guys everything, and that is naturally what I do, but just right now I need to, as I said, process things myself, live this part of my life in private sort of thing, and yeah, work things through. I will say thank you for understanding that and for being patient with me whilst I, you know, I don't even know what to say. And my battery is literally dying. Basically, I'm just like respecting the boundaries of others, my own boundaries. Don't get me wrong, there will still be videos. Like, as I said, I'm gonna meet back up with Charlie, Daniel and Jess, and you'll see us back together on your screens, but like I just don't want to talk directly and openly about this just yet, sort of thing. And yeah, I've kind of been around the whole bush and we're avoiding the huge elephant in the room, but I know that you guys know what I'm talking about without me even saying it. But you know, I'm gonna answer two things. Someone said story time from that night out. So I did say in a voiceover of a video, and it was, I think, in the second Barcelona video, I was literally like, oh, I can share a little story time from this night out. And yeah, I think that's the bit of tea that I'm gonna share with you guys today. You can watch that vlog, I will leave all the videos down below. But yeah, we went to the Irish pub on this one night, and then we went to this club that was called Razzmatazz, and oh my god, literally the Irish pub, as I said before, the best. And then the club as well, it was kind of like a techno vibe, and it was this huge club with like so many floors. I'm just gonna say very briefly, okay, take a deep breath, Holly. I had my first kiss ever in Spain, and it happened in that club on that night, okay? Yeah, I had my first kiss ever in my whole entire life. Did I know what was happening? No, but it was great. Literally, we're gonna move on, okay, to a very different topic of work and budgeting. Wow, I literally can't take myself seriously at this point. When it is serious, it's very serious. Those are the final two topics, and then we're gonna move on to the random question segment at the end of the video, where I answer like questions that didn't fall into the categories. Basically, I do basically everything online, and so when I'm traveling, it's not like me going away on holiday and literally doing nothing. I am basically traveling and working at the same time. I feel like a lot of you guys know this now, but some people still ask me like the same question. So like, how are you managing your expenses? I mean, what is your source of income? How do you afford to travel? I do travel on a budget. I don't go and spend loads, but basically I pay for everything with my own money. I pay for everything using the money that I earn through the stuff I do online. I feel so lucky to be in this position, obviously, and I'm so grateful, but I've built it up myself. And I honestly love being able to take my work wherever I go, and you know, traveling doesn't have to be super expensive. I travel and I keep a budget in mind. I know I have spoken about like how much I spent in total in Thailand and Germany and stuff. I didn't do that like very rigorously for Spain, I roughly calculated how much I spent, but you know, it was over £1,000. It wasn't any more than £1,500 for like over 3 weeks. I think it was like 4 weeks in Spain. Now we're gonna move on to the random questions in this video. I'm sorry if it's so long as always, but you know, I can talk and talk and talk about all of this stuff. Best vegan food you ate. I don't actually think we went to any fully vegan restaurants in Spain, again just because I was happy to go with the flow and there are always vegan options in the restaurants that we go to. But I would definitely say it was the burger I had from the Good Burger. That was so good. Okay, it was the messiest burger I've ever had in my life and it was dripping non-stop, but basically it was a very good burger. The french fries were like average, okay, but the burger itself was very good and I feel like that was the best food I ate in Spain. Yeah, I think so, unless I'm missing something. This is my poke bowl, double chocolate cheesecake. Okay, any more travel plans for this year? Yes, I have travel plans for this year. I actually started thinking about that yesterday, and oh my gosh, next year we have even bigger plans, okay? And I'm not saying anything about that yet, okay? What is a hotel chain that you would recommend to first-time solo travelers in Europe? Oh, that's a good question. It doesn't directly answer the question, but use hostelworld.com and just look for a hostel with a rating of like above 8 sort of thing, 8 out of 10. I would also recommend checking out my travel itineraries. So I have one for Thailand and Germany, and all of my travel itineraries going forwards, I've decided they're going to be free for you guys to download, so you can click the link down below and get them for yourselves. They literally have like the full itinerary. I'm not going to do one for Spain because I just didn't really plan a lot of it myself, but yeah, for Germany anyway and Thailand, I have like all of my accommodation, the transport options, things we did. Like, they're very detailed, so they're linked down below, as I said. Would you like to visit the north of Spain? I think you would love it. A lot of you guys said this, so we did like the south. We kind of went down like this, I would say, and the only place we visited that was very different to like the Spanish cities was Sierra Nevada. That to me was just like so good because it was just like hiking and nature and me and my element, and we loved it because it was so quiet and very different as well to like the Spanish cities. But yeah, I've heard that the north of Spain is also quite like that, so yes, I would love to go back for sure. Top 3 moments. PS, I love your travel vlogs. Honestly, thank you so much. Like, when I know that you guys enjoy my videos and you send me messages and comments and stuff, it makes my day, okay? But top 3 moments, oh my gosh, again, that's such a hard question. Because there are so many things that come to mind. Like, I'm gonna say the evening in Valencia when we were just like on the beach for ages, literally until like 3 AM, and that's when like Gremlin Mode Holly came out. Don't know what was going through my head. I'm gonna say the night out in Barcelona. There are just like so many things we did. The day when Charlie, Daniel and Jess went vegan and I controlled their life for a day. Sometimes I can just scroll through my camera roll and things will pop up. Just small things from like some of the conversations that we had. Building Lego unicorns, I don't know. Hiking to like the 2nd tallest peak in Sierra Nevada. Some of the sunsets we had as well. Oh, there are too many things, okay? I can't decide. This next one is also very hard. Most embarrassing moment. I feel like I am generally a very embarrassing person. Like, nothing is really coming to mind right now, but I'm sure if you ask like Charlie, Daniel or Jess or Ellie, they'll be able to like write a book. I don't know what goes through my head sometimes, but I do some very stupid stuff. And yeah, the final question is, what will you miss most when you're back home? I think I just miss like being with like such amazing people every single day and having the best time with them. Every day I'd wake up being excited to like do stuff like as a group. Like, I'm not saying I don't like my life at home, but I just miss our vibe and our energy together, and the fact that we could always just like laugh about things, do stupid stuff together, and yeah, have the best time, create the best memories, you know. But as I said, Spain has come to an end, but you know, there's other stuff coming in the future. And yeah, I have been talking for a very long time as usual. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said throughout, like, I can't share everything. I don't want to share everything at this point, but as I said, like, I'm not gonna never talk about this. It's just right now, it's just so raw. And yeah, definitely like it if you did enjoy the video. Comment down below, as I said, your video ideas. But if you have any other questions and stuff, subscribe if you are new around here and you want to stick around. Hit the bell so you know when I upload. And as always, I will speak to you very soon in another video. Bye! One sec. We have a sleeping cat down here, but she's not gonna not say goodbye. You're not gonna not say goodbye? You're gonna say bye. You're gonna say bye to everybody. You're gonna say bye. Bye. Don't you dare knock the camera. I can see what you're doing. Come sit. Come sit. What? I need my eyes to work. What the frick are you doing, yeah, kitty? Ah! Stop scratching me. Can we please sit down, yeah? Just take a seat, man. She just sat down and got comfy. But no. Like, can we do this intro together if you're gonna sit on the desk? Please. Don't ruin my curls. Don't you dare flatten the curls. Look at this paw, like, just clawing on. But yeah, I just can't concentrate. Okay, she's on the move again. Do I have a cat hair in my mouth? Genuinely, I feel like ew, that was disgusting. What the frick? What the frick? Mimi, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I had this note nicely organized with all of the questions I was gonna answer. But no, it's not updating. Hello? Hello? What the frick? What the frick? Ew, there's hair everywhere.